Welcome back to another video. On the left we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max versus the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Let's do a boot up test. Not sure how useful this is, but it is interesting to know which one boots up first. Looks like Samsung turned on first, but no, Apple did. Okay, so next up we will get the phones ready. I left the rendering app for video open because I have a project started there. So starting up with the phone app, it looks like they're pretty even. That shouldn't be too hard to do. Next up, settings, same idea, pretty basic. And now we have Spotify. So let's see who wins this battle. iPhone surprisingly takes the lead, 1-0. Next up we have YouTube, and this one goes to Samsung. So it's 1-1. And next up we have a game. It's a pretty light game, Subway Surfers, and it looks like Samsung's going to win this one, and it does. So it's 2-1 for Samsung. I'm going to start the games to see if they are kept in the background. Okay, there we go. Let's close that up. And next up is the snowboarding game, Alto's Adventure. And I think Samsung is going to take this one as well. And let's see here. Who's going to open it first? Yep, I'm going to give this one to Samsung. And once they're both open here, I'm going to start the game to see if they stay in the background at the end. And also at the very end, I will do a Wi-Fi speed test as well. So stay tuned for that. Please do hit the thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm. So it's 3-1 for Samsung. Let's see how Instagram does. Samsung has 4, Apple only 1. And here I was trying to see the smoothness of the scrolling, but I think I went way too fast to really grasp the difference, to really appreciate the smoothness. So let's exit out of this app. And I think it's 4-1. With Google, it brings it up to 5-1. So I'm pretty certain that at this point it's safe to say that the 12 gigabytes of RAM destroys the 6 from the 2020 iPhone. There I kind of had a false start, but it does look like Samsung is still killing the iPhone, which, I mean, it's not really a fair fight. It is an older iPhone. Let's see Asphalt 9. It looks like, no, I thought Apple was in the lead, but so far Apple only has 1 point to, I think, 6 for Samsung. So again, I'm going to start a game here to see if they can hold it in the background once I open everything and go through all the apps again. And loading the game, it looks like Samsung is still faster. So I'm not sure why, but Apple did take a win in this head-to-head test. Now, if you want to see iPhone 13 Pro Max take on the S22 Ultra, there is definitely a video for that. I think the guy's name is Ztech, XEE, so do look that up. I did take some of the app ideas from him. Now, for Pubg Mobile, it might be promising for iPhone here. Surprisingly, iPhone takes the win, so iPhone does have 2 points, which is nice. And I started a game on each device there as well. Next up, we have the rendering app. So this one I'm going to speed up because it does take a very long time. Apple is known for its amazing rendering because of the bionic chips, and this is no different. Here you have almost 2 generations older iPhone than the Samsung, and it is definitely almost keeping up. So near the halfway mark, I think Samsung does pull away, but not that much, really, all things considered. Keep in mind, this is a 2020 iPhone versus a brand new 2022 top of the line, 12 gigabyte of RAM, Samsung. So there you have it, the Samsung does win. Apple still has 2 points, which is quite surprising. Next up, we have Google with GSM Arena. I'm going to give that one to Apple. Let's let Apple have 3 points. And the scrolling is You know what? To be honest, day-to-day use, I can't really tell the difference between 120 and 60. Samsung takes the win on the Twitter. And now the big test you've all been waiting for. I know I was super curious to see this. Who has faster Wi-Fi? So I'm not sure what they do in the background, having two phones on a 1 gigabit network. They're nowhere close to the 1 gigabit speed, so I don't know if that plays into it, but iPhone is definitely still faster in terms of Wi-Fi, which is pretty mind-blowing, to be honest. So iPhone has 70 down and 122 up, and Samsung was lower on both of those things. Now, the lighter apps have no problem loading. It looks like Samsung deleted them from the background. It could be animation, but it would make sense to close those lighter apps because they would be really quick to load. So, so far the games look like they're still running in the background, so that's nice. And the heavy games are still to come. So Instagram really quick to load. I can't really judge whether or not it was in or not. And interesting, the iPhone is faster to load the quick camera. Then we have Google. They both seem to be still in the memory. Reddit, still in the memory. Now the big one, Asphalt 9. Nope, they were both gone. Okay, so there's the limit, ladies and gentlemen. There is the limit. Next up, Pubg Mobile. And I'm surprised to report that they both have the games running. So that is a nice surprise. And then the camera app, they both open pretty quick. Next we have the rendering app. Oh, they are both still open, so it doesn't matter that I had a false start there on one of them. And the rest of the apps are all open. There you have it. Let me know what you think.